Hi guys, this is Duncan from dunksword.com and I'm about to show you the GreenPois0n jailbreak available for the iPhone, the iPod Touch and the iPad. This is actually the 4.2.1 firmware that's going to be jailbroken, and it's RC5 and it's going to be on Windows. So without further ado, here we have GreenPois0n RC5. We have an iPhone that's running 4.2.1. Just to confirm that, we have iTunes here showing that it is running 4.2.1. So I'm just going to go ahead and power off the iPhone now. My apologies for any quality issues. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. This is what I do for you guys. I wake up at 4 and make videos. So I'm waiting for this to turn off now. It's currently off and connected. You can see the state of this cable. I've had this since the first iPhone. 4.2.1, so this is untethered, and I'll tell you the difference in a few seconds. So it's ready to go. We have GreenPois0n here. You can get it from greenpois0n.com. I'll provide the link in the description. I'm just going to click prepare to jailbreak. By the way, you have to make sure that it's powered off and connected, as I said. So get ready to start. So ready to press and hold the sleep button. So this is going to turn the phone on, and now we need to press and hold the home button and the sleep button, which is then going to force it to turn off. There we go, the iPhone's turned off. I'm going to release the sleep button now. Those of you who are used to jailbreaking, this is the same procedure as you've always done. So this will knock it into a special recovery mode, as you can see there, and it should be ready to jailbreak. So I'm going to minimize iTunes. We don't have to worry about that. It's ready to go. You can see you'll get a little button here called jailbreak. Click it, and it should start jailbreaking. It should upload a little payload. There we go. And as you'll see by the phone, it's now gone white. So while this is all doing this in real time. Again, it's showing up in recovery mode. That does not matter. So while that's doing that, just to say the tethered and untethered. If it was tethered, if you turned the phone off and turned it back on, once you jailbroken it, it would then have to. You wouldn't be able to use Safari or Cydia. So we're going to make sure it does work on this with the untether, and yeah. That's pretty much it. You then have to go through the jailbreak to get it to work, and this is more exciting for me for the iPad because I've been on 3.2.2 for the longest time now, not been able to upgrade to 4 because it's been tethered, and I've always wanted an untethered solution. So with untethered you can just turn it off, turn it on whenever you like. Don't have to worry about keep jailbreaking it. So this is still working its way through, and that's good stuff. So remember, it's the RC5 version. It's likely to change when the 4.3 comes out. My apologies for any crappy quality here. Oh, nice. Have a nice little skull there, if you can see that. It flips over. Very nice. I believe it includes Loader. There we go. It says jailbreak complete on the desktop here. I believe it includes a little application that's called Loader that we then have to get Cydia from. Cydia is the store where you can get a bunch of apps. If you haven't jailbroken your phone, or if you thought there's no point in jailbreaking anymore, you should really see some of the apps that you can get on there. I believe 4.3, the iPhone firmware, is going to include a personal hotspot, which I believe is already available for Verizon customers. Okay, excluding the old radio noise from my speakers, they're just under the phone. So, syncing at a moment, and scrolling across, you can see now I have a new icon. If I try and get that, see that little icon there, looks like a phone. That's Loader. So I'm just going to click that. So we're now loading sources. And if my speaker shuts up, you can see it has Cydia, forgiving my autofocus not focusing. Click that, install Cydia, and it will then start to download it. So I'm going to wait for that to complete, and then what I'm going to do is turn the iPhone off and then on again to see if the untether has actually gone in place. This little tripod here is just a crappy one I got off eBay. Right, so if I quit out of this, it doesn't appear to be there, that's fine. Just going to turn the phone off. There we go. And then turn it on again. I think it actually might have done that by itself anyway. Hello. So my apologies for the rush of this video. I just wanted to try and get it out there so you guys can see how easy it is to jailbreak it. It's I mean, we were doing this. Well, I was doing this since I think the first iPhone. To be honest, it was done in a similar way. But now you'll notice that if you were to sell it jailbroken and not mention it, you'll have a skull when you turn it on. So Well, it's turned off and on by itself, so I guess that doesn't really matter about the test. So I'm just going to cancel that syncing. And you can see we now have Cydia there. Woo! So I'll load that up just to show you. It's going to be the new version of Cydia. If you haven't seen it yet, this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, it looks like it's still slow as hell. This is the iPhone 4, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Yeah, I mean, things you can get on here are stuff like Winterboard, which can help you customize your phone. You can get MyWi, so if you haven't got the personal hotspot feature yet, you can tether this to an iPad. There's actually MyWi on demand now, which allows you to just access the internet when required from the iPad if you have an iPad that doesn't have 3G on it. Mine's 3G, so I'm not too worried about it, but I've got MyWi running on both of them because Cydia has its own store and you can run programs on any device once you get them, and you can pay for them through, I believe, Amazon and PayPal. Other things you can get is SB settings. That's a nice little one. You just swipe your finger along the top and then you can turn things off like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and things like that. That's a good one. Iconoclasm, if you don't want to have the 4x4 and then 4 on the dock layout, you can change it to 5 or whichever. Now this is probably taking a long time because a lot of people are probably hammering Cydia. Here we go. And we'll get back on it. It's 4:07 now. I'm going to get some sleep soon. So back on to Cydia. And there we go. It says, who are you? I hope you guys can see that. I'm just going to say user. And the very familiar Cydia interface. So I'm just going to quit out of that. That was Cydia. You guys know what Cydia is anyway. So that's Safari. Ready to go. So before I finish, I'm just going to turn it off and on. Just to show you again, it's untethered. In fact, I won't even have the USB cable in. Because it's such a nightmare to have it tethered and have to keep going through the process of, to be able to use it again, you have to plug it in. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Jailbreak complete, good stuff. So yeah, it's the GP_win_RC5_B2, but it may change because obviously I think it's in beta at the moment. They might add any extra stuff in the future. Of course, I wonder if they'll actually give us the option to not have that little skull in the Apple, because that kind of shows people that we've jailbroken it, especially if you're in like an Apple store or something. So anyway, going back onto it again. Last time, Cydia runs, there we go, doesn't quit out. If it was tethered, it would quit straight away. Same with Safari. So this is now a fully untethered jailbroken iPhone running 4.2.1. You can do this on the iPod Touch. I think it's the most recent models. I'm not sure if the earlier models do. You'll have to let me know in the comments. And also the iPad. So that's about it really. Thanks for watching this video. I apologise it's been rushed. But if you can understand how that is actually really easy to do, and it's ready to go now for you guys who are running Windows. Linux, I believe, isn't available just yet, but obviously this video can be watched at any time, so chances are it may be out when you have a look. But check it out. It's at greenpois0n.com. I'll provide the link in the description. And happy jailbreaking. Please subscribe if you like these videos. Thanks again.